Aloha, this is Kurt Nielsen with eMortgage Hawaii, and this is a special report and a mortgage rate alert for the Hawaiian Islands for July 6, 2012. I wanted to get the information out this weekend that today we closed at the lowest mortgage rates of all time, and we really did blow through the lowest of all time today. I'm going to show you some charts on where we are today. But if you can believe this, you can get a 30-year fixed mortgage at 3.25% with a fee of only 1.25%. And I'm going to talk a little bit about a seller buy-down opportunity with today's rates here. But let's talk about what's driving these rates down, and it'll give you some insight into where rates are going to be going for the next 2 to 3 months. But basically, it's all based on poor economic performance here in the United States and in Europe. Today we had a really bad jobs report. Unemployment is holding at 8.2%. We were expecting a slight drop in unemployment. Last month, the United States only created 80,000 jobs, and we really need about 250,000 jobs to reduce unemployment and keep up with the growth in the population of the United States. Last week, 374,000 people filed for unemployment. So that's another negative bit of information. Again, we need that number significantly lower to reduce unemployment. Another thing that's driving interest rates down is the Fed approved another $267 billion to be spent on the TWIST program. This is where the Fed is selling short-term bonds and buying long-term mortgage-backed securities and bonds in order to reduce the cost of long-term mortgages, like the 30-year fix. So, the Feds are causing some of this, and they're doing that on purpose to spark buying of new homes in the United States. The other thing that's really driving these rates down is Europe. It looks like Europe might be heading into a second recession. They're spending a lot of money to bail out Italy, Spain, and Greece. Those countries are already in recession, and it really could drag the whole European Union back into a second recession. So the U.S. is really just the best home on the block. As investors are fleeing Europe, they're putting their money into the bond market here in the United States, along with mortgage-backed securities. Now, on the bright side, we did see new home sales jump up 7.9%. Existing home sales were down 1.9%, and I think what's driving that is people are able to buy a brand new home, an energy efficient home, for about the same price they're getting an existing home that may need maintenance and don't have the energy efficiency. So I think there's a little bit of bright spot for new home sales there, and certainly here in Hawaii we are definitely seeing a rebound now. As I keep mentioning, Oahu real estate was up 7.7% quarter over quarter from year over year, and I think we're going to see the outer islands with price increases by September if we continue to see the influx of foreign buyers. So if you look, this is the mortgage-backed security chart. Remember, as the price goes up, rates go down. So this trend that's been going on for about 14 months now, rates have been slowly and consistently going down. And so today we closed at the all-time low. We're somewhere around this 3.5% coupon is selling for 105.72, which we've never seen before. It usually would be well under $100. So this is great news for interest rates, but it's because of bad economic news. So if you look at the trends nationwide, the 30-year fixed now is at 3.62%. We're offering 30-year fixed mortgage at 3.25%. And the difference between this gap here is really a lot of profit taking going on by the banks who don't see as much competition because there are not as many mortgage brokers in the market. So again, we're going to offer a much lower rate for your client and hopefully get them inspired to buy a property now while real estate prices are still really low, but interest rates are just unbelievably low. So here's a list of other rates, both conforming and jumbo. Again, 30-year fixed at 3.25, 15-year fixed at 2.75. The 7-year ARM and the 5-year ARM aren't moving, and again, this is because of the federal TWIST program, where they're selling these shorter-term bonds and buying the long-term. So these are holding, and it's almost getting to the point where the 30-year fix is going to be the same as the ARMs. And jumbo rates, we saw a nice decline in jumbo rates too. So the 30-year fix on jumbo, and this is up to $3 or $4 million at 3.875%. 15-year fix at 3.125, and the ARMs are about the same as conforming right now. So really good rates both on conforming and jumbo. A great opportunity for your buyers to jump into the market. Now, I did mention a seller buy down. Again, if a buyer buys a piece of property and they want a 3.25% interest rate, they would be charged a fee of 1.25% today. So perhaps you can get your seller maybe over the weekend in an open house to offer maybe a half or a point seller concession if they get the offer that they want, and that way your buyer can obtain a 30-year fixed at 3.25% with very little fee. So anyway, I think it's a great open house tactic. Even if your seller does not want to contribute to the buy down of the rate, you can still advertise a 3.25% rate on any conforming loan right now. So call me if you want to put together an open house flyer over the weekend. I'll be around all weekend, so I'll be happy to help you with that. Okay, so our forecast for the rest of the summer and probably going into September, maybe even into the elections, I think these rates are going to stay somewhere in this 3.25 to 3.75%. It would take a lot to push it back up over 3.75%. It would have to be some very strong economic news. And I still think the economy is going to struggle throughout the summer, and maybe we might even flirt with with a recession. So again, there's really nothing driving our economy right now. We certainly have gridlock in Washington, and that's really, I think, aiding this poor economic performance. I think foreign buyers will continue to support Hawaii because of the low dollar. Again, we can provide loans to any foreign national, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Australian, Canadian, doesn't matter. So give me a call if you have a foreign buyer that's looking for financing. And again, this Operation Twist will probably last through the end of the summer, so again, keeping rates down. I do think the outer islands are going to see a year-over-year growth in real estate prices, hopefully by September. That is, unless the economy really does slump. And I think the message that you need to be providing your clients is that with home prices beginning to rise in Hawaii and with these historically low rates, buyers need to buy now. And as always, if you want my mortgage calculator, you can go to your app store and just type Loan Apps and download my software, enter my cell phone as the activation code, 808-896-6800. Thanks again, and give me a call if you have any questions and if you want an open house flyer. Thanks a lot.